As warships face off in the South China Sea, a quieter battle rages online. Behind friendly posts and patriotic memes, a Chinese-funded troll army is reshaping Philippine public opinion. From Facebook pages to shadowy influencers, Beijing's digital footprint runs deep, blurring the line between propaganda, diplomacy, and deception. As tensions flared in the South China Sea in November 2021, when Chinese Coast Guard ships fired water cannons at Philippine vessels. Beijing's then ambassador to Manila took to Facebook, asking Filipinos to share their favorite things about China. Among the hundreds of enthusiastic responses were comments from a young man named Vince Dimaano. But according to internal documents obtained by Reuters, Dimaano wasn't real. His comments, along with those of many others, originated from fake accounts operated by a Manila-based firm called Infinitus Marketing Solutions, which reportedly received payment from the Chinese embassy. The company's operations, as revealed through internal correspondence, fake Facebook profiles, and interviews with former employees, showed that this influencing act was part of a Chinese-funded cyber campaign aimed at weakening support for Philippine government policy and sowing discord over Manila's security alliance with the United States. According to Reuters, the Chinese-owned company also used the fake profiles to amplify anti-American content created by Filipino writers, including some who had received money from Beijing. Infinitus and its owner, Paul Lee, did not respond to questions from Reuters. The firm has previously denied involvement in illicit digital activity. A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, however, dismissed the allegations, saying,
Beijing doesn't interfere in the internal affairs of other countries. Allegations of Chinese influence campaigns made by some Filipino politicians have failed and instead have backfired.
Yet the documents obtained by Reuters tell a different story. Infinitus first came under the spotlight at an April Senate hearing, when then Majority Leader Francis Tolentino accused it of using fake accounts to boost the embassy's profile and conduct an influence operation against the Philippines. According to an August 2023 contract, Infinitus was tasked with guiding public opinion on Facebook and X, and with managing what it called an army of fake accounts. Reuters identified at least 10 Facebook accounts that were part of what Infinitus called an army in the documents. One internal progress report read, "Army always supports the advocacies and activities of the Chinese ambassador's page." Another, dated November 2024, stated that the accounts propagated a special video explainer about the cons of the Typhoon missile of the US being deployed in the Philippines. According to Reuters, the troll army amplified anti-American narratives while boosting pro-China media, often posing as patriotic Filipino users. The operation extended beyond simple propaganda. According to the former employees, the same network pushed disinformation about US-made COVID vaccines and helped launch a media outlet called Ni Hao Manila, designed to appear Filipino-run while promoting Beijing's agenda. Two former Infinitus employees confirmed that the company bought fake likes and followers for Ni Hao Manila, which amassed more than 115,000 YouTube subscribers and 300,000 TikTok followers. Graphica analyst Jack Hardy told Reuters the outlet's social media accounts showed inorganic engagement patterns, such as hundreds of likes on videos with no comments. A separate report revealed Infinitus promoted pro-China content featuring local media personalities, including Rommel Banlaoi, a Chinese-educated counter-terrorism scholar whose 2022 nomination as Deputy National Security Advisor was blocked by Philippine security agencies. Banlaoi, who did not respond to Reuters' questions, was among dozens of figures awarded by the Association for Philippines-China Understanding, an organization co-founded by former Philippine President Gloria Arroyo and a Chinese Communist Party agency previously accused by Washington of co-opting subnational governments. The embassy-funded awards, APCU confirmed, came with cash prizes worth several thousand US dollars, far above the local average monthly income. Philippine security officials told Reuters that such payments were designed to cultivate influence. Jonathan Malaya, then senior official at the Philippine National Security Council, when asked about Reuters' findings, Malaya said,
"The government was aware third-party proxies echoed Chinese talking points that were then circulated by fake accounts in an attempt to give it virality. The end goal of China is to make the Philippines compliant."
The revelation of China's digital network comes as Manila's geopolitical importance surges. Located just 200 kilometers from Taiwan, the Philippines now sits on the front line of Beijing's strategic ambitions. According to US intelligence assessments, China's military has been ordered to be ready to seize Taiwan by 2027, a timeline that makes the Philippines vital to Washington's defense planning. That has turned Filipino cyberspace into a new battleground. Experts say China's tactics in Manila are consistent with its global playbook. Bethany Allen, of the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, who reviewed the Reuters finding, said,
"The activities of the Infinitus-controlled accounts fit China's foreign influence playbook, X and YouTube host, many accounts which promote happy, nice China content and sometimes more directly political content. They usually did not disclose affiliation with Beijing, despite likely being funded by the CCP."
But the influence of war is not one-sided. Reuters previously revealed that during the COVID-19 pandemic, the US operated a covert social media campaign to discredit Chinese vaccines in the Philippines, a move Washington later acknowledged but defended as part of its global information strategy. The Chinese embassy at the time said,
"Washington should stop slandering and smearing other countries."
But Washington has since scaled back its counter-propaganda budget. In April 2025, the US State Department closed an office that had worked with Manila to monitor Chinese disinformation, after Secretary of State Marco Rubio accused it of censorship and waste. According to a Philippine official cited by Reuters, Manila had contributed data to a US-run database tracking Chinese digital operations before the office was shut. A State Department spokesperson told Reuters that
Manila and Washington continue to cooperate against malign CCP activities. Operations that undermine democratic discourse or spread discord are unacceptable, and foreign interference in the Philippines must be challenged.
The White House said in a statement that its effort to eliminate waste, fraud and abuse has not hindered US influence. Meanwhile, APCU's award network continues to operate. According to APCU records seen by Reuters among APCU's award recipients are Manuel Mamba, a provincial leader opposed to some US basing plans, Regina Texon, aide to Vice President Sara Duterte, and former ambassadors Jaime Cruz and Carlos Chan, all of whom received monetary awards ranging from $80.50 to $3,400 US. Speaking to Reuters, Mamba said,
"I accepted a plaque but was not aware of any monetary award or quid pro quo in connection with this recognition. My engagement with foreign representatives, which had included receiving a donation from Taiwan for typhoon victims, was consistent with my responsibility to promote cooperation and opportunities beneficial to my constituents."
According to Reuters, all four were also identified as instruments for Chinese influence in a 2024 presentation about foreign interference created for internal use by a Philippine security agency. Surveys indicate Filipino support for the US alliance remains strong, but former Senator Tolentino said Beijing's efforts were showing some signs of success.
Filipinos believe in social media they can be swayed.
As digital influence becomes a front line in global power struggles, the battle for hearts and minds in the Philippines shows no signs of slowing. How Manila and the wider region responds could shape the future balance between Washington and Beijing in Southeast Asia.